Hi, I'm Seb. Today I'm going to be going over the advanced cinematography for the short film Tearaway. If you haven't seen the short film, give it a watch first so that you can avoid spoilers. I'm making this video for the filmmakers and film fanatics amongst you to see some of the image systems that you could think about when storyboarding your own film. When I watch most behind the scenes videos, they don't really get into the complexities of cinematography, so I thought I'd give it a go. In Tearaway, I concentrated on 5 main elements within the imagery: side of frame, direction of vision, light and dark, depth and flatness, and camera height. Sides of frame. During the argument scene, characters cross over frame when one has offended the other. When this does not happen, each character is on their own side of the frame and is not listening to the other. Direction of vision. At the beginning, we see Jack looking to the left of the frame. Hannah always seems to be running to the right direction. Therefore, it is as if he is beating her in a race. I call this the emotional race. Therefore, if a character is on the right of the frame, looking to the left, they are leading the emotional race. At the end of the shot, we see Jack looking to the right of the frame. Then we cut to see Hannah looking to the left of the frame, finally showing that she is beating him at the end of the race, emotionally as well as physically. Light and dark. During the argument scene, Hannah is well lit with the background. Establishing clarity with the audience, they can see her clearly, and therefore the audience can connect with her character easily. Jack, however, is mainly backlit with a lighter background, giving the audience less information in the image, and therefore there is less connection with him. Depth and flatness. Particularly with the argument scene, Jack is stood with a mirror behind him, whereas Hannah is sat with her back up against the wall. This helps to demonstrate that Jack has lots of physical evidence that he has collected up as to why she isn't running correctly, whereas Hannah has all her evidence in her mind, unable to express it. Therefore, there is nothing for her to present. This is visually demonstrated by the amount of room behind either character. Hannah's room scene also demonstrates this by having her background busy with objects such as newspaper clippings of herself and medals. This shows that she has lots of evidence to support her argument, but not in the right places. Camera height. Classic cinematography technique, the camera height and angle is used to demonstrate how much power a character has in a scene. Throughout the opening sequence and argument scene, Jack is presented through low camera angles and Hannah is shown with high angles. This changes the moment Hannah takes control of the situation, when she has the power to sign Jack's notice in her bedroom. Other considerations. Space around characters was used to show how much freedom they have. For example, the first shot of Jack, he has plenty of space around him. Then we cut to the shot of Hannah. She has very little room around her, therefore little freedom. First and last shots of the film are used to show how a character's situation has changed. The opening shot shows Hannah within straight lines to the left of the frame, looking down at her. The lines show that she is being trained with regimented restraints. Being placed on the left of the frame shows that she is on the losing side of the emotional race, and looking down at her makes her seem very powerless. The last shot now looks up at Hannah, where she stands on the right, looking towards the left of the frame. The low angle now shows that Hannah has power within the shot. Having her looking to the left of the frame instead on the right shows that she has won the emotional race. Improvements. The filmmaking process is all about making mistakes, seeing what works and what doesn't. If I was to redo the cinematography for Tearaway, I'd flip all the footage from the argument scene because it conflicts with the emotional race image system. Jack should be leading this, but for most of this sequence he's on the left. The other main element that I'd change would be the side of the camera that Jack looks at during one shot of the argument scene. I should have instructed the actor to look to the right of the camera, that way it would have prevented visual confusion. Summary. When reviewing your film to find these errors, it's always a weird process. Watching your film over and over again might make you seem arrogant, but in reality, every time you watch it, you hate it a little bit more because you notice things that didn't work. But this is a good thing. Taking time to find these issues allow you to prevent making these mistakes in future projects. It is always good to spend time re-watching your old work. I know this video has been very complicated, but if you've managed to watch it all, I hope that you understand it. If you haven't seen the film or voted for Tearaway, there'll be a link at the top of the description where it'll take you to the film, its behind the scenes, and where you can vote for it. Voting is easy, it will take less than 10 seconds. I hope you enjoyed this more complex look into how I approach cinematography.